Let's make the call to the bullpen and welcome in Ron Darling. Ronnie, what was your initial reaction to the Nimmo trade?
Well, I'll tell you, when I heard about it last night, I was shocked as the intelligentsia that you have in the studio there. Great points that they all made. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I know that I'm down in Florida, and I know that he's building a beautiful house here and thought he was going to be here forever. And I'm sure he's shocked as well.
Did you think, Ronnie, that the Mets needed to shake up the core of this team a little bit coming off their disappointing season?
You know, that's a great question, Sal. I think we tend to get really myopic. You guys just celebrated an anniversary, and we're all about the Mets. You know, baseball night in New York is all about the Yankees and Mets, Mets, Mets. And I think this might have been generated more from the Texas side. When you think about it, they did not tender Adolis Garcia. They did not tender Heim, their catcher that 2 years ago had a career year. And we're looking to unload Semien. So I think what you are at is that Chris Young, who we all know and is one of the brightest minds in the game now, really had to retool his team, maybe even more than David Stearns had to retool his. And he was looking to unload everyone in his roster other than maybe some of the guys like DeGrom and others. So this might have been generated, or it started with the Rangers, and then it came to David Stearns. And I think all of you guys are right. I think what he has done, he's had a shot across the bow of his team and said that no one's safe. I mean, that's really what this means to everyone who wears a Mets uniform, is that one of our most popular players, a guy that delivers each and every season, if he's not safe, then no one's safe.
All right, which leads us to the next guy, Pete Alonso. What do you think here, Ronnie? Is it now easier to move on from Pete after trading Nimmo, or do you think it's more likely he comes back?
Boy, it's a tough question. I'm asked it all the time, so it tells you how important Pete is to Mets fans who love him so much. I think what we're looking at is a different market this year for Pete. There's going to be significant teams that want to go an extended distance in that contract, and that's going to put him in harm's way of maybe not re-signing with the Mets. I think the Mets have a feeling what they would enjoy Pete back as, you know, the years of the contract and the average annual value of the contract. But that might not coincide with what baseball is doing. I think there's a lot of teams out there that are going to pay Pete exactly what he wants. And if you are going to go to Diaz after that, he's the same. We saw a lot of bullpens that have been devastated because they are used so much by every team. All 30 teams are using 30 and 40 different relievers during the course of the year. And very few have that guy that's semi-automatic. And Edwin Diaz is that. He didn't have a perfect season last year like he did a couple seasons ago, but boy, it was close to perfect.
Plenty of decisions and moves to be made here, but the Mets do have their second baseman now. What do you think they're going to be getting with Semien, Ron?
You know, I've been watching him for a long time, and it hasn't always been a straight road for him. You know, Brandon Nimmo, who was a #1 pick, well, so was Semien. And with all the errors he made early in his career as an Oakland shortstop, and he worked on it so hard to become one of the better fielders at his position now at second base. You guys have talked about it a lot. He is going to be an integral part of trying to run prevent from the second base position. But don't forget, he has had some Jeff Kent kind of years as a shortstop early in his career and as the second baseman a couple of seasons ago. Now, last year was kind of a burnout, injuries, all of those things didn't work out. But this is a guy that if you look at the back of his baseball card, he's done a lot of unbelievable things, an all-star kind of player. And in today's game, teams do not trade for someone unless they're hitting people feel like they can get him back to where he was before. So obviously the Mets people feel they can get Marcus back to where he was.
Thank you, Ronnie. We appreciate your time as always. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.